ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. In the Vishnu Sahasranama, we are discovering this multifaceted, infinite Swarupa of Bhagavan. Yeah? Now, why are we doing this? To discover the connectedness between the micro and the macro, between the Vyashti individual and the Samashti total. So, as we discover more and more glories, we are discovering that one is always connected to the total. Yeah, if you remember the Tattva Bodha early lessons, we saw one shloka which said, Manaso Chandrama Devata Buddhehe Brahma Chittasya Vasudevaha Ahankarasya Rudraha. And we saw how there are the subtle devatas which are the Adhisthana devatas, that are the presiding deities blessing every function, every faculty that one enjoys. The mind, the devata is the moon, and we know the connection, no? And then the buddhi or the intellect, the presiding deity is Brahmadev. Just like Brahmadev, Hiranyagarbha is the creator. So our buddhis are also creating. No? It is the buddhi is a faculty which is creating vrittis and expanding our understanding every moment. And then Ahankara is the I notion. Yeah? And who is blessing that? Rudraha. Because in the whole Vedanta we see that Ahankara is the centerpiece. No, we have to Ishvarize that the most. And then Chittasya. No, Chittam we saw is the memory database or the subconscious that we call, and Chittasya Devata is Vasudevaha. Yeah? Now this does not mean we have four minds. It is only one mind but with four different functions. Yeah? And every function is equally important. So when we recite these namas and Parayanam, the Palishruti says it is very, very healing. It is healing because any one of these departments can obstruct our growth in life. No, Chittam. So Chittam, so many memories are stored in the Chittam of the past, and also our talents, latent samskaras, all that we have experienced before is stored in safely there in the Chittam. And so sometimes they pop up and they disturb us, and sometimes we go along with the tendency and they contribute very beautifully in our life. So this kind of Parayanam, Vishnu Sahasranama or any sacred scriptures, they are like Ishvarizing all these functions, making it very clear and transparent and helping us. No? So these healing benefits are all given in the Phalashruti, which we will come to at some point of time, and how Vishnu Sahasranama is wonderful. It develops many talents, leadership qualities, it is healing, and one acquires an excellent memory and so on. And of course the interconnectedness, how we are connected to Ishvara at every time, at every level of the body and the mind. So now let us go to the next shloka on our list, and that is number 25. This is the 25th shloka. Avartano nivrittatma samvritah sampramardanaha. Avartano nivrittatma samvritah sampramardanaha. Ahas samvartako vanhiranilodharanidharaha. ahas samvartako vanhiranilo dharanidharaha avartano nivrittatma samvritas sampramardanaha ahas samvartako vanhiranilo dharanidharaha. So in the 25th shloka there appears to be 8 namas which are avartanaha, nivrittatma, samvritaha, sampramardanaha, ahas samvartakaha, that's one word, ahas samvartakaha, vannihi, anilaha, and dharani dharaha. Yeah. So let us look at them one by one. Avartanaha. Avartanaha means that or who causes avritti. You know, avritti means what? Means a cycle. A cycle. So with this nama, Bhagavan is being praised as the one who makes the samsara chakra go round and round all the time. And what is the samsara chakra? Consisting of the 3 phases, Srishti, Sthiti and Laya. Yeah? Manifestation, sustenance and the withdrawal. And this is a cyclic nature, sanatana, sadatana nature of the world. Yeah? So avritti means a cycle. And we see that everything within the cycle, there are countless cycles. Cycles of our biorhythms, cycle of day and night, seasonal cycles. So just as a circle, you know, we can't make out which is the beginning and which is the end. So it is Anadi and Ananta. As Jiva, also eternally going round and round, the Jiva, as an Amsha of Paramatma. Yeah? Until the Jiva, on understanding and assimilating the Mahat Vakyam Tattvamasi, gets out of the cycle. Yeah? So the one that is in charge of this cosmic cycle and without a break is praised here as Avartanaha. In the Gita also, in the final chapter 18, there is a shloka which says Mantra Rudhani Mayaya. All the jivas are as though perched and mounted on this wheel, samsara chakra, and they're going round and round by the power of Maya helplessly. Yeah, and so that is this Avartanaha. Second nama in the list in the shloka is Nivrittatma. Now Nivritti means renunciation or freedom. Atma is the nature. So Bhagavan, you are Nivrittatma means you are the one whose nature, Atma, is free from any bondage. You are Nivrittatma. Free from samsara, despite the samsara chakra going round and round. So Atma is Nitya Muktaha. Yeah? Now, you know, in the earlier days of our childhood, we would have seen this giant wheels in entertainment parks. There would be a manual operator, yeah, in the center, and the wheel would go round and round. And but this person, even though his hands and legs are moving, but the operator will be still in the stationary, in the center. So Bhagavan is praised as that hub, as the center and basis and support of the samsara chakra, where there is actionlessness, yeah? Where there is freedom from the bondage, freedom from karma. And that is praised here as Nivrittatma. And Bhagavan has said this also in the Gita. Na me parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana. Hey Partha, Arjuna, you know, I have manifested the world and have even divided it as per guna and karma, 4-fold classifications, but there is no kartavya for me. And I am engaged in activity, but I am ever free from the phalam. Nothing can touch me. So Bhagavan is praised as Nivrittatma, the Nitya Mukta Purushaha. Then we have Samvritaha. Samvritaha means the one who is well covered and well hidden. Sam stands for Samyak, perfectly the one who is well covered. Samyak avritaha, well hidden. So this shows, this Nama is telling us that it is not easy to know who, where or what is Bhagavan. We are exploring it right now through Vedanta and all these other texts. But in general, Bhagavan is well covered and hidden. Hidden by what? By the power of Maya. And the power of Maya has manifested in us as avidya, the cloak or the veil of avidya. If you remember in the Gita, Krishna has said the same thing, that I am there in the hearts of all, but I am so well covered. And there Krishna has given 3 examples. Like the fetus, which is well covered by the amniotic sac. By the mirror, like the mirror, which is covered by the layer of dust. And the third one is like fire, which is enveloped by smoke. So there is no transparency. Yeah? So what Bhagavan is saying is that our buddhi is covered, veiled by avidya, and so in that condition, under the spell of Maya, manifesting as Rajas and Tamas, we cannot comprehend the shining Atma Tattvam. So he is Samvritaha, well covered. So actually Bhagavan is everything, as we are discovering. No? All that is here is Ishvara. But my buddhi is covered. My buddhi is not able to comprehend it. You know, in the Hastamalaka Stotram, we saw one shloka there, Ghanachanna Drishtihi. So just like, you know, on a sunny day, it can happen that the sun is covered by a cloud. Then we say, oh, the sun is covered by a cloud. It's become cloudy. But if you think about it, this massive sun, how can it be covered by a patch of cloud? It cannot. What is covered is my range of vision. The cloud has covered this range of vision. So, which means the buddhi is covered, and Atma Tattvam can never be covered actually. Yeah, that is the meaning here. But you are as though covered and samvritaha. Then we have sampramardanaha. Sampramardanaha means samyak pramardanaha. See, pramardanaha means destroyer. Yeah? The destroyer, that is, we know that nothing can be destroyed in reality. Even science confirms that, no? There is only a change of state. Yeah? The Kshara Purusha becomes Akshara Purusha. Vyaktam becomes Avyaktam. So, Sampramardanaha is, you are the one who withdraws the Srishti, the appearance, and makes it disappear, but you keep them all in safe custody in the grand universal womb of nature, Avyaktam. Yeah? And hence, you are the Karma Phala Data. At the right time, you manifest the yugas and the lokas and the jivas in order for the Karma Phalam to be reaped. And then you withdraw them back again. Yeah? We saw such similar words before. You know, just like a mother, in the evening she'll call all her children, come, stop playing outside, and gathers them and brings them back safely into the home. So Bhagavan was described as, the collector, the one who collects all the jivas at Pralaya Kala, and hence is praised as Sampramardanaha. Then we have these 2 words I told you are to be taken together. Ahasamvartakaha. Ahasamvartakaha. So here we have the word ahaha. Ahaha is ahan shabda, means day. Dinam. And samvartakaha means the one who causes the day to happen. So Bhagavan, you shine brilliantly as the sun, and you cause the day for us day after day. You give us the daylight, you give us, make life possible, sunshine, vitamin D, and all these gifts of the day. You make seasons happen, yeah, and with the fresh day you bring fresh hope. The hope and and the time available for all of us, yeah. So in the Vedic times also, in the Vedic times, earlier yugas, people were worshipping only the Vedic deities, this natural phenomena: Vayu, Agni, Indra, Chandra, Surya, and Aditya. So their lives were very well, regulated between sunrise and sunset. So for them, Aditya was a guest of honor of the day, rising in the east, and they would worship it, and the entire day would be centered on the sun's movement. And when the sun set, no more laukika activities. Yeah, they retired for the day. Of course, there was no electricity in those days also, but it was all centered around the sun, yeah, which is the Vedic deity. So here Ahasamvartakaha is you cause the day to happen. Yeah? You are Ahasamvartakaha. Then the next word is Vannihi. Vannihi, you all I'm sure know, it is another word, yet another word for fire. There are so many synonyms we have come across: Agnihi, Pavakaha, Krishnavartman, and Havyavahana, Vannihi. Fire, Agni Tattvam is praised as the manifestation of Bhagavan. And this Agni Tattvam is present in the sun, is present in my speech. The speech is blessed by Agni Devata. And the body temperature and Vaishwanaro Agnihi. So we are connecting with the Agni Tattvam through all these manifestations. But here in this Shabda, Vannihi is referring to the ritualistic Agni. In the Vedic fire ritual, we all know that the fire is the divine messenger who is going to carry the sankalpa, the mantras and the offerings, offerings to the respective devatas as per the sankalpa. And so Vannihi here is Havya Vahanaha, is praised as Bhagavan who makes that sankalpa of the Yajamana happen through the fire. Next word is Anilaha. Anilaha has various meanings. In Tamil it means Anil means squirrel, but that's not the meaning here. Anilaha. So one meaning is Na Niliyate. Na Niliyate means that which does not pause anywhere. So Anilaha is referring to Vayu Tattvam. So the Vayu is ever on the move. Yeah? It is going inside the nostrils, into our lungs, and then coming out again. Yeah? So it is a pranadata. It is giving the prana. That's why an excellent meditation is, you just sit down and meditate on 10 minutes on just the breath. Don't use any mantra, any Ishtadevata, any shloka of the Gita. No. Just watch the breath go in and out for 10 minutes. Even that's going to be difficult. So we start with 2 minutes and then increase to 5 and eventually come to 20 minutes. And that can be a very deep meditation and calming the mind, and also we are able to appreciate that connectedness with Bhagavan through that. Yeah? So this Agni Vibhuti, this Anilaha is the Vayu Tattvam, Na Niliyate. And Na Niliyate also means a Nilayaha. That is for whom there is no Nilayam. Nilayam means what? Home. There is no fixed abode for the Vayu Tattvam. It is constantly moving. So in the Gita, we have seen in chapter 13, in the concluding verses, remember, Bhagavan said that Vayu is unattached. Yeah, it is unattached. It just moves around. It comes into contact with many objects, but it remains free from those attributes. Yeah, Yatha Vayu Sarvagato. Like that, there is one shloka. And another meanings are two meanings are given is anaditvat, that which has no beginning. Yeah, for anything it is true, even for Agni Tattvam, that which has no beginning. And the last meaning is for whom there is no adanam. Adana means acceptance. Yeah. So Bhagavan, for you there is no beginning, no end, and you don't have a residence anywhere because you are the home for everything. Yeah, and you are everywhere. And so the last meaning is you don't accept anything, means you're not the receiver. Receiver of what? Of papa and punyam. Yeah, you are not receiving any of these merits or demerits. Yeah, because you are without expectations. You neither reward nor punish. We are seeing Bhagavan as a karma phala data at the empirical level, at the vyavaharika level. But we should remember, as student of Vedanta, that there is an absolute nature of Bhagavan, that is nirguna paramarthika satyam. And at that level, there is no papa punyam, there is no reward or punishment, there is no merit, demerit. It simply is pure existence. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahman. So there is no adanam. There is no receiving, no giving. And that is your param avyayam bhavam. Yeah? Then the last nama in this verse 25 was Dharani Dharaha. Dharaha means the one, dharayati, one which supports, and Dharani is earth. Yeah? So you are the one who supports the earth. Earth is suspended in space, but you are the parent of space also. So you are as good as holding everything. Yeah? Earth is just one planet, but the whole Brahmanda is meant here. Is you are the home for that. So you are the adhisthana of the earth, and so we see in the last three namas, the fire tattvam and vayu tattvam and prithvi tattvam are mentioned. The pancha mahabhutas, we can include the other two also, and that is why we worship, all these five are worshipped in the pancha bhuta sthalams in our country. Yeah, and very beautiful to see those temples. And here this nama can also refer to the avatars, Varaha avatara, who rescued Bhudevi, and also Adisesha, who is supporting the whole universe, and that meaning also we can take, the Pauranika meaning. So now let's look at these namas again. 8 namas. Avattano nivrittatma samvrita sampramardanaha ahasamvattako vanhiranilo dharanidharaha. Let's go to the next one, 26. Suprasadav prasannatma Vishwadrik Vishwabhuk Vibhuhu. Suprasadav prasannatma Vishwadrik Vishwabhuk Vibhuhu. Satkarta Satkrita Sadhur Jannur Narayano Naraha. Satkarta Satkrita Sadhur Janhur Narayano Naraha. There are 11 namas here. They are Suprasadaha, Prasannatma, Vishwadrik, Vishwabhuk, Vibhuhu, Satkarta, Satkritaha, Sadhuhu, Jannuhu, Narayanaha, Naraha. So let us look at these words, namas. Suprasadaha. Now prasada is a blessing. That is why some parents, they name the children with the word prasada. Shiva Prasad, Krishna Prasad, Devi Prasada. because they see that as a blessing of Bhagavan, or the Devi in any form. So Suprasadaha is you are ever and a constant source of only blessing and grace, source of all blessings. Now these blessings can come in any form, not necessarily a favorable situation. Yeah, when we read many stories, sometimes we come across a twist that some thing which appears as a misfortune or a loss turns out to be a gain in the long run. Yeah, I remember 2 weeks ago I just fell down on the road. I was trying to avoid some motorbike and there was some bleeding here and there. But when I got up, I fell on stones actually. So when I got up, the first thought that came to my mind was, oh thank God, no bones are broken. So I really thank Bhagwan. So we can always have the feeling that it could have been worse, and it was a blessing that only so much has happened. No? And so here Bhagwan is praised as Suprasadaha and the source of all blessings. No? And how does Bhagwan bless? Bhagwan blesses us by everything that's around us. We are born into a world where there is sun, moon, parents, school, facilities, all the skills, resources, everything is given. Body is given, mind is given, and infinite potential, everything is given. So you are the cause of all blessings. Then we have Prasanna Atma. Prasanna means ever pleased and ever contented, cheerful. And why is Bhagavan praised as one whose Atma, nature is ever Prasanna? Because Bhagavan is the only entity who is free from Rajas and Tamas. He is enjoying the Shuddha Sattvaha. Shuddha Sattvaha will always bring a cheerful, contented frame of mind. So his Chittam, see, Bhagavan does not have a mind like us, but Bhagavan has the collective cosmic mind, and that is ever tranquil. Yeah? Why is it tranquil? Because the nature is fullness. There are no demands, no binding pressures, no demanding desires, no ragadveshas, no rajas and tamas bringing affliction, and so ever tranquil Prasannatma. And that is the effect, no, Prasannata. Then we have the next nama is Vishwadrik. Vishwadrik is Drishnoti, the one who is excels the world, who excels the world and who is proud of the world. Every parent, I'm sure, would be proud of their children. Why? Because they are the creator. As a parent, you are the source in a way. Of course, you're instrumental in bringing forth the jivas. You're not really the creator, but every parent feels proud of his or her own children, yeah? If they do well. So here, Bhagavan is Vishwadrik, proud of his creation, as though proud of his creation, yeah? And the one who excels it. Why? Because the creator has the Bhagaha in absolute measure. Anything that is created, the creator will be superior. Yeah, in Jnanam, Aishwaryam, all these virtues, gunas, Bhagavan has it in absolute measure. And anything created will always fall a bit short of the creator. So you are Vishwadrik, that is excels. Then the next word is Vishwabhuk. That bhuj dhatu in the end means to enjoy. Now, enjoy in the sense of experiencing. So, Bhagavan, you are the one who enjoys the universe. Enjoys means what? You are experiencing the universe. Experiencing the universe in the sense of taking care of it. Palayati. You are, very perfectly bringing it into manifestation, and you're sustaining it every moment, and at the right moment you are withdrawing also the universe back. Yeah? And also Vishwa book. You see that we saw in the Gita recently, chapter 15, no? Bhagavan has as though entered the creation. Mame vamsho jiva bhutaha jiva bhute jiva loke sanatanaha. So as the Jivatma in each one of us, Bhagavan is enjoying the Pancha Bhautika universe. Are we not enjoying through this body, mind, sense complex? Through that, we are experiencing the world. And that is Bhagavan. Bhagavan is actually doing that. Is the Vishwa book. Experiencing through our eyes and ears and all the faculties. Then we have important word Vibhuhu. Vividham bhati iti Vibhuhu. This word has come in the Mundaka Upanishad also. Vividham bhati means the one who manifests infinitely. Yeah, look at the varied, multifarious, diverse nature of the universe. No two eyeballs are the same. Thumbprints are not the same. Yeah, the variety in microbes, galaxies, yeah, and DNAs, everything is different. Within a species, there is again so much variety. Yeah? So, who is causing this Vichitram Jagat? And that is you. Yeah, Nama Rupa Kriyatmakam Jagat. But despite the entire variety, Bhagavan, you are the invariable constant. Yeah, Sat, Chit, Ananda Swarupa, that is the common factor. And the differences are countless. So, that is and the constant factor is the Nirguna Swarupa, and the differences are the Saguna differences. So, you are Vibhuhu, Vividham Bhati iti Vibhuhu. Then we have Satkarta. Satkarta. Here Bhagavan is praised as a Karta. Karta means doer. So Bhagavan, you are the doer or the performer of good actions. Satkarta, good virtuous actions. No? Now that means Bhagavan is also Karta and having karma. If we think about it, yes and no. We just saw that Bhagavan has the responsibility of running the world show, the cosmic functions. So those are the Satkarmas. Srishti, Sthiti and Laya. Yeah? And the manifestation of the Jagat. And hence that is the Satkarmas. Satkarmas is that all that is happening in the world is the Satkarma of Bhagavan. Yeah? Now we may wonder, when so many unfavorable things are also happening in the world, wars and earthquakes and crime and violence, how can this be a Satkarma of Bhagavan? This question may come to our mind. Yeah? But we have to remember that nothing happens without a cause. Yeah? And the cause can be in a very remote, distant past. Not even in this lifetime, few lifetimes ago. So, Bhagavan as Karma Phaladata is ensuring perfect justice at the micro level and at the macro level. Yeah? And so, everybody or everything is reaping the fruits of their own actions. Yeah? So, that is a Satkarma because the order of Dharma is being upheld. Yeah? Avashyam Bhavi, what needs to happen will happen. So that is how Bhagavan is praised as a Satkarma, Satkarta first. No? And the name following that is Satkarma. So remember Sanskrit students, Karta is one Vibhakti, Karma is another Vibhakti. Karma means the object of action. Yeah? So Bhagavan is praised as the one who is hospitable, who is doing the hospitable actions, Satkarma. Yeah? Responsible for that, Pujanam. And we see this in the various, avatara of the Lord Narayana as Sri Rama, Sri Rama performed the Satkarmas in the forest to the sages and the munis and to his mothers also. And then as Sri Krishna did even more Satkarmas, he offered to be the charioteer for Arjuna. And then when the ceasefire was there, every evening he would take care of the horses. And then when finally the war was won, and then duties are being distributed, then Sri Krishna took upon the duty of welcoming and doing satkara for all the guests by doing the pada pujas for them, washing their feet, as the grand yajna was being performed by Yudhishthira, as a Chakravarti. So Bhagavan causes is the cause of Satkarmas, and also the creator, the earlier Nama, Satkarta and Satkarma. Then we have Satkritaha. Satkritaha is the one who is worshipped by all, by Sajjanas. Satkritaha. Pujitaha, object of worship. And we know this very well, is worshipped by the sages like Vasishtha and the Bhishmacharya also, who is narrating the Vishnu Sahasranama. So you are the object of worship. Satkritaha. Then Sadhuhu. The Sadhuhu, we would think it means a simpleton. The Sadhu. But who is really a simpleton? So Sadhu is really the person who is a sannyasi at heart, which means the one who does not have any agenda for you, who will not approach you with a favor or something. Rather, Sadhu means sadhnoti, sadhayati. Sadhayati and sadhnoti means is the only one who will help you achieve what you want to, provided it is sattvic, of course. Sadhnoti. So one who makes everything possible for us is a sadhu satpurushaha. And that is why we go to gurus now, because gurus are sadhus. And when they have a sankalpa for us, then definitely it will materialize in our life. So Bhagavan is praised as sadhu because Bhagavan makes all the purusharthas materialize for us, including dharma, artha, kama, and eventually moksha. So people at various stages are striving for goals, and so Bhagavan is the suhrid. Suhrid means the one who is going to make it happen for us. Because Bhagavan is following that Nyaya Marga, Veda Marga, Sanmarga, and removing obstacles for us, providing the infrastructure, and giving us the results of our efforts. So that is the meaning of Sadhuhu. Then Jannuhu. Jannuhu is an unusual name. Jannuhu, there are two verbs hidden there. Jahati and na nayati. Jahati means to abandon and nayati means to lead. So here Bhagavan says that the one who takes away the jivas at the pralaya kala. Again same meaning as sampramardanaha. The one who takes them away is a Jannuhu, and also the one who nayati, who leads, who leads the jivas onwards towards the moksha purushartha. Initially through dharma, artha, kama, through the stages of an ashramas, and eventually to the parama purushartha, nayati, also jahadi, and hence Jannuhu. And the next nama is the most important nama, which we are all familiar, Narayanaha. Yes, after Jannuhu is Narayanaha. And you know that Narayanaha is a part of that famous Ashtakshari mantra, Om Namo Narayana, Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namah Shivaya is Panchakshari. So Narayana, the meaning is, first we look at Nara meaning. Nara means not man. Naraha refers to the Jiva. See, gender is there only in the anatomy, right? In the Sukshma Shariram, there is no gender. So, the Jiva, the reflected consciousness or the Jiva is called Naraha. And that Naraha is Na Riyate. Na Riyate means which never perishes. Why? Because it is Paramatma. Mame Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha. Bhagavan says, I am shining and every Jiva is my reflection. So that Naraha, that eternal reflection can never perish. That is Naraha. Na Riyate. Then the last part of the word Ayanam. Ayanam, is the destination, the abode. Yeah. So Narasya Ayanam iti Narayanaha. The one who is the abode or the goal of every Naraha. Yeah? So every Naraha is that Narayanam, Narayana. The goal and the ultimate Ayanam. Ayanam is the abode, the goal. There is another meaning that Shankaracharya gives is, if you take the word Nara, Nara means that which is born of Narayana. Yeah? And this Naraha is Atma. And Nara is that which is born of Atma. And referring to the Pancha Mahabhutas. Yeah? So, the Pancha Mahabhutas are also called Pancha Naras. Naraha. Akasha, Vayu, Agni. Because they are born of that Atma, Paramatma. So, you are the Ayanam, the home for all the Naras. The second meaning is the Pancha Mahabhutas. Yeah? But the first meaning is more popular, Naraha, Narayana. And that is why it is said that, this Arjuna, Krishna, how did only they both come together in Mahabharata? Is because there is that eternal combination. The Naraha is Narayana. But the Naraha is suffering because of attachment, coming under the spell of Maya, forgetting that it is really Narayana. And so Arjuna represents Naraha and Krishna, of course, is Narayana. And it is said birth after birth this happens, that they manifest together as two rishis in the past birth, like that. So Naraha is really Narayana, and that's the meaning here. Very important mantra also, Om Namo Narayanaya. Then the next word, which is already explained because it is a part of Narayana, is Naraha. So Naraha is Nariyate, we saw one meaning. But here Shankaracharya gives another meaning. Nayati iti Naraha. Nayati iti Naraha means the one who leads. So Bhagavan is praised as Naraha, not as a human being, but as the one who leads by being the Antaryami, by being the indweller, the charioteer of this Deharatham, leads us, to the ultimate goal. Yeah? That is the meaning of Naraha. Then we have, I think that ends the 26th, shloka. Let's look at the verse again. Yes. Suprasada prasannatma vishwadhrik vishwabhuk vibhuhu satkarta satkrita sadhuhu janhur narayano naraha. Then we'll come to 27th, which has 9 namas. Asankheyo prameyatma vishishta shishta krichuchihi. Asankheyo prameyatma vishishta shishta krichuchihi. Siddhartha siddha sankalpaha siddhida siddhi sadhanaha. Asankheyo prameyatma vishishta shishta krichuchihi. Siddhartha Siddha Sankalpaha Siddhida Siddhi Sadhanaha. Here we have the namas Asankyeyaha, Aprameyatma, Vishishtaha, Shishtakrit, Shuchihi, Siddharthaha, Siddha Sankalpaha, Siddhidaha, Siddhi Sadhanaha. Again there is that repetition in the second line. Siddha, Siddhi, Siddhi, Siddha, Siddhi, Siddha. So these are the 9 namas here. We will look at it now one by one. Asankyeyaha. Asankyeyaha means the one who does not have a sankhya. There is no finite measure, or one who is not countable, who is countless and infinite, is the Swabhava of Bhagavan. So what are we referring to here? As the Vishwam, as the world. We know that as the Nirguna Swarupa, Bhagavan is only Ekam. Ekam Advitiyam. Yeah, there is only the one without a second. Pure consciousness. But as Saguna Brahma, at the level of the world, there is infinite variety. Variety in the jivas, in the guna combinations, the galaxies, and the vibhutis, the forms. No, everything is asankyeyaha. Yeah? Even science keeps reporting new planets, new galaxies, new diseases, and new microbes. Everything, so much variety is there. So Bhagavan is praised here as asankyeyaha. Then Aprameyatma, which has also come before, and just an extension of that word Aprameyaha. Aprameyaha, has come in chapter 2 Gita. That which is not prameya, which is not available for the sense organs or the mind, not objectifiable, immeasurable. Yeah? And you see, because of this Asankyeyahu, the first nama, you take anything, you take a sound. Human range is very limited, but there is a sound range beyond that, where the dogs and the bats can hear. Then colors, 7 colors, okay, Vibgyor is there, but how many shades are there in between? Light, dark, and so many combinations are possible. Yeah? So it is said that Bhagavan is Aprameyatma, is one who cannot be fathomed. But then Vedanta says that it is not an object. It is not something that can be perceived by the mind. Why? Because it is the perceiver. It is the subject. It is the drik. So it takes a refined, one-pointed intellect to turn inwards and to perceive the perceiver. And that is why Bhagavan is called Aprameyatma. Then Vishishtaha. Vishishtaha means very special, exalted. So Bhagavan is the most special because there are no two Bhagavans. Yeah. So like if you want to praise the ocean, you can't compare it with anything else, because ocean is ocean and sky is sky. Space is space. They are uniquely special. Yeah? That's why in the Ramayana it is said that the Rama Ravana Yuddha is so special. You cannot compare it with any other war. Even Hanumanji is perched as the flag on Arjuna's chariot. He's sleeping most of the time. Then after the war, he said, oh, this Mahabharatam is nothing compared to Rama Ravana war. How was the Rama Ravana war means? The answer is, it was like Rama Ravana war. No comparison possible. So like that, Bhagavan is Vishishtaha. And there is nothing impossible for Bhagavan and cannot compare also to anything else. Most exalted. Then Shishtakrit. Shishtakrit means Krit means the one who governs, no? The lawmaker of Shishtachara. Shishtachara means the orders and the laws and the functions. No? How you see there is a limit everywhere. You know, if I cross dharma, then I will soon realize that it is going to boomerang back on me. So you are the one who is setting the limit. The ocean will not cross the limit. The orbital velocity will also maintain perfectly. So you are the Shishtakrit. Yeah, and how the water boils at a certain temperature, no? Like that you are the order, and you have laid out all the niyamas for this perfect governance. You are Shishtakrit. Then we have Shuchihi, comes from the dhatu Shuch. Shuch means to purify. Yeah? So you are the one who is ever pure, Nitya Shuddhaha. Nahi vidyate pavitram jnanena sadrisham. We saw that in the Gita. There is nothing as purifying as your knowledge about you. No? You see, every other anatma, be it our home, our body, our clothes, our pets, our possessions, they all have to be cleaned at least once a day or twice a day, because they gather malam. Malam, physical malam, of course, dust, and mental malam, ragadveshas, desires, expectations. Yeah. So we purify every day. We purify by karma yoga, Ishvara arpanam, and meditations. But you are Shuchihi, Nitya Shuddhaha. Nothing can touch you. You are Teflon Atma. Nothing can stick to you. Yeah. So no papa, punyam, and also no guilts and hurts for Bhagavan. You know, for a normal jiva, there will be these thoughts now and then, you know. Oh, I wish I had done this at that time. No, I wish I had got married, or I wish I had not got married. Whatever, we have these reflections, you know. I wish I had done a PhD, but that time is over now. No? But not so for Bhagavan. So once Bhagavan, Puja Swamiji was asked this question in Satsanga, that Swamiji, you know, we have these guilts and hurts that are constantly afflicting the mind. What to do about them? Is there a solution? Answer was very simple. Swamiji said they will always be there. But because they are there in the memory database, but you have to Ishwarize everything. You have to understand that at a certain stage, under the spell of ignorance, this and this happened. Now, you know, you focus on your spiritual growth, you develop self-esteem, perform yoga, karma yoga, and all those memories will pale into insignificance. Just like when the sun rises, we see how the moon, stars, everything takes a back seat. So all those will be washed away in a way, you know, become minimal when you know, the Atma sun is rising. Yeah? And Atma is Shuchihi, Paramatma. Then we have Siddhartha. Siddhartha is well known as the Purvashrama name of Buddha. Remember, Buddha as a prince went out and he saw these disturbing sights of an old man, of a sick person, of a corpse, you know, and then his mind changed and he abandoned the comfort of the palace and he became the enlightened Buddha. So Siddhartha means the one who obtains whatever he desires. So Bhagavan is praised as Siddhartha. Yeah? One who has accomplished all the Purusharthas. Yeah? Why? Because Bhagavan is of the nature of fullness. Fullness, and there is nothing lacking. Yeah? Praptasya praptihi, being there. No? This is called the Krita Krityata. Name Parthasti Trishu Lokeshu Kinchana. Bhagavan says there is nothing that I need to do in the three worlds or to gain, but I remain engaged in activity to set an example and to uphold the order of Dharma. Yeah? Now, the Jiva is a Purushaha That word Purushartha means Purushaihi Arthyate iti Purushartha. So the fourfold Purusharthas are to be gained by the Purusha. But Bhagavan is praised as the one who is Siddhartha, who has accomplished all the Purusharthas. Then we have Siddha Sankalpaha. Similar meanings in the last three names is one whose Sankalpa is always fulfilled. Yeah? Whose Sankalpa materializes. We saw that recently in the Mundaka Upanishad also, how the Jnani is equated to Ishvara, because whatever will arise in the pure mind of a Jnani or Ishvara, that will become a Avashyam Bhavi, that will materialize. Yeah? So Bhagavan is, just Sankalpa Matrena. Bhagavan just thinks and it will happen. Recently, I was thinking, it is summertime. I wish, I could enjoy good ripe mangoes. And how hard it is to get, these mangoes these days. So then I had this desire, but I didn't dwell upon it nor do anything about it. Then in the next class, Lata, one of my students, she brings me, these are special, ripe mangoes for you, Amma, not artificially ripened. So I was just wondering, sometimes we all must have experienced this, We have a certain desire, but we are not attached to it. It is a sattvic desire, but somehow some mind will catch it and it will manifest in your life. Yeah, so that is the power of a pure desire. This is just a small desire, but Bhagavan is praised as the Satya Sankalpavan, the one whose Sankalpas will never fail. Yeah? So that is Siddhi Sankalpaha. Then Siddhi Daha. Siddhi Daha, remember the Daha stands for Dadati, the one who grants, who gives. Gives what? Siddhi. Siddhi means success. So all our success stories in our life, our accomplishments are all thanks to Siddhi Daha, Bhagavan, who has arranged everything, who is connecting the effort and the result and providing us with these glories. So we may, in the younger days, there is a sense, a pride of achievement, I have done this, and we do claim that credit, quite natural, But then on analysis, we see that, who gave us those opportunities, who gave us the Kriya Shakti, the Buddhi to desire a certain thing, and how to make the effort. So if we investigate into the source, we see that Bhagavan is the source of everything. All the way, all the victories and success stories belong to Bhagavan. So he is Siddhi Daha. Yeah? And he grants the success in the form of what one deserves, not always what one desires, as per the law of karma. Siddhi Daha. Then the last nama in this verse is Siddhi Sadhanaha. Similar, all shades of meaning only. The one who is the sadhana, who is the means for attaining any siddhi in life. So Bhagavan is praised as the one who is the facilitator, who makes us achieve all our goals in life by removing the obstacles, by providing the means. And that is why, it is said that there are all these kripas in life. Ishvara kripa is always there. Then Guru kripa brings us the Shastra kripa. But then there has to be the Atma kripa also, which ties everything together. Atma kripa will bring the Ishvara kripa in the form of Guru. Guru will bring in the Shastra kripa, and Shastra kripa will bestow the ultimate siddhi. So these are the names in this. Let us chant the shloka also. Asankhyeyo prameyatma vishishta shishta krichuchihi siddhartha siddha sankalpaha सिद्धिदः सिद्धिसाधनः। ॐ स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः। गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं। लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः। पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी। देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः। ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः। सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः। सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु। मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय। तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय। मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते। पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।